away with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Love. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, back up, close to their own end zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. In the Wildcat, let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Tight end now in motion. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard to get to the ground.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Jordan. Got a little space. Got the first down. Looking for more. They may break the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On the direct snap, it's Jordan.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. The give to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Sends it back in motion. Direct snap. It's Jordan. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. Oh, they block it!
Yeah, and those field goal blocks, when you can get that penetration right up the middle, the quickest point, right to the kicker. You can't go through the center because you can't touch the center with his head down, but a nice job getting some penetration, getting their hands up in the air and getting the block.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Powers through the defender. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. And the Dogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the wide receiver. Here comes the option.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, and still not a lot of running room there. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quick release by the QB. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Inside a minute to play in the half. Might we get a touchdown after all before the break? Quick release on the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for the score. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Fights off the defender. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. The Vols will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. his man on the option. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finding open areas. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. On the run, it's Tomlinson. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Second down coming up. They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands. First down.
Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Howard. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Jordan. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Running to Green. It's a running room. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. They'll send the back in motion. Direct snap, it's Jordan. He breaks a tackle. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? On the direct snap, it's Jordan. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looks like the defense will play quarters coverage here. Wide receiver comes in motion. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And you simply cannot start the game any better if you're on defense. The first two plays of the game, you get a sack. That's how you seize momentum.
To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Breaks the tackle. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. Gets it past the marker. Touchdown, Tennessee. Once he got some room, it was over. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the Plains.
Picks up the first down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Give to the running back. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. Auburn lines up quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
On the snap, it's Jordan. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Underwood. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Back has it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
To the air, it's Sellers. Forced out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Oh, better look out. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Auburn to the line in a hurry. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. Across the 15. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble and throws. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Snap to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Tight end finds a soft spot. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Here's the handoff. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Runs through a tackle. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Nowhere for him to run again, and now fourth down is going to be a tough one. Direct snap. It's Jordan. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Now 7 defensive backs on the field getting ready for a passing down. They'll go to the ground. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They try to get it outside on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've yet to convert on fourth down, though not for lack of trying. 0 for 3 so far. Let's see if they can get it done this time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On the direct snap, it's Underwood. He'll toss it. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Underwood. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Underwood. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires to the tight end. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And the Vols send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Handoff from the gun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Power football with the run. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Sellers. On the run, still looking. Working on the right. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Auburn lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the board. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Touchdown, Tigers. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And the extra point is good. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Vols want to move quickly.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Quarterback keeps it, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. They'll move the tight end. On the direct snap, it's Jordan.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Vols!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. Put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Here's the pressure. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. A full field of defensive backs trying to take away the deep ball. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Bernard. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He wants a big play here late. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And the extra point splits the uprights. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the snap, it's Jordan. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They've got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Direct snap. It's Jordan. Finds some fresh air. Turning it on. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, Dick.